Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dakota, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. So we're back in here. The current time is 11:55, but I think it told me to put in the right number last time. Maybe that's all right. We'll put in the correct time just to see. So I did some research, and I believe I only have 2 endings left until we actually beat the game fully. Oh, 11:55, your favorite time of day. Oh. Yeah, I wanted me to put it my favorite time, or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 11:55 is. Let's use the slider to find out. How accurate is 11:55? Well, it's no longer 11:55, it's now 11:56, so I'd say it was pretty close. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like to be set. It's all good, or it's good to collect data. I don't know where that came from. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. You shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let's whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready the next time you boot up the game. Well, I might not have to boot up the game anymore after this video. I might actually have the ending. There's 2 endings. So we're going to go for the, well, I mean, there's not 2, there's dozens of them, but there's only 2 left that I haven't done that I know of. So now that we're back in the game, I need the bucket. There's also one with that, apparently. So there's technically 3. Let's go for bucket. We're not going to take you just yet.
Set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That I did. Oh. Yeah, I haven't found all of those yet either. I thought there would be one in the closet, but there wasn't.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I did. I also wish that there was an ending for right here. Because, oh, you can't actually open it without the bucket. That's interesting. So, first things first, if you trigger these doors, you can walk back out. Like, if you just trigger them just right and walk out, then you can go all the way down to the escape pod ending, which I might try that if I can.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I forgot to mention, if you liked the video, hit the like button, see more dev videos, subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. This might be the very last Stanley Parable video, so I figured today would be a good day to get it out of the way, if so. We did start Superliminal. That's been a great game too.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Bye. Have a beautiful time. Now get ready for this one. I'm not just gonna come out and say the endings because, you know, you have to enjoy it yourself.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Yes, I did.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
We gotta do this like 3 different times, I think. Like go up, down, and then up one last time. Thought I saw something.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I'm glad, narrator. I'm glad. So now we're just gonna go back down, come back up, go back down, and then come back up.
Incredible. Now he's
getting back in the elevator
and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
It's comedic, isn't it? That's what comedy is? Just all that funny stuff?
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nah, we're gonna go back up.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No.
Nope, narrator.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there.
I know, it's exciting, isn't it?
Again? Or
very
what?
exciting.
It's the boss's office this time. The suspense is killing me.
It's very much exciting. By the way, I'm thinking about re-releasing the original merch. If anybody's interested, like... It's the astronaut. Alright. Back to the boss's office.
Oh my
Scared
God.
me.
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me.
It really
Give me
does.
a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Alright. How long is this timeout going to be, narrator?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
I love all the different endings they have in this game. It's beautiful.
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Master Stanley, thank you. I'm the boss now. It's exquisite, yes.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator.
Thank you, butler narrator.
I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Oh, most definitely.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
See, I know what I'm doing. But, however, narrator, there's one last thing you missed. We're going back up the elevator. There's just been 10 minutes of me going up and down this elevator. Wow. It's been worth it. It's been very much worth it.
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Or
but
do we?
The suspense, the agony
No, we
of
don't.
waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Yeah, you know what, narrator? Let's go for it.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
I see it.
Where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different.
I'm on a
It's not
completion
like
route
anything
now.
else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh, good, we're here.
Oh, wow. I appreciate it. Can I fall through that? Oh my god. I imagine, is there like another ending if I fall through the elevator?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
All eyes on, live on stage. Stanley. World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. Live, the guy who went to Mars. I love the photos. World peace, baby.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Why was that a Minecraft door? That's quite literally a Minecraft door opening.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling, and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
All the little notes. That's pretty cool. Congrats, Stanley. Remember where you came from. The amount of times I've heard that. Remember where you came from. Don't forget us when you're famous. I feel like I've heard that a lot with the movie stuff. Alright, are we actually going through this? Oh wow. It's rather loud, isn't it? Stanley's famous. Stanley, he took the famous route, I guess. Now there's one more ending. One that we've yet to discover out of all of these. Come on, Bucket.
The lounge was simply the place to be. And
No,
here it was.
not the
Had
lounge.
The bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I didn't.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
How do you
Stanley
get to
chose
that?
not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
There's a whole vent right there. How did I miss that? I never noticed that. So there's got to be some way to actually get to that. Maybe you got to climb the boxes that are right there, and then that could be the way out from that spot. Because I really don't see a way out from right there.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
We'll go through with this, but I didn't know that there was a collectible right there.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket.
No, Bucket. We've already done this ending.
Oh, hold on.
So we're
Why
gonna
did
unplug
you
the phone.
unplug the phone? Were you
Guys.
trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling
Is
you
it?
to do
No.
things. Buckets can't talk. It was a
Bucket
joke.
is life.
Don't
The
you
bucket
get the
is life.
joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking
No,
bucket.
narrator, no.
Did you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer? Or
I was just doing the bucket said.
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
Okay.
Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
That's kind of smart,
An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is.
Okay.
With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
Duly
Just
noted.
remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Okay, so that was a twist.
This video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Goodbye, phone door. It was nice playing your endings. It's time to go back. And
I can feel it. This time,
it's gone.
I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional
There's gotta be a way over there,
Otherwise,
and even down there,
who knows
right?
where we'd be right now.
Like, that's gotta be an ending too, right?
That's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
There's gotta be some way to get down there, right? Like right here, there's a key card thing. It's gotta, I don't know. Like it's a vent system, right? So there's gotta be some vent along the lines of one of the doors. That would be my guess. I mean, obviously there wouldn't be one now, I don't think, but given that it was there, there's gotta be some way to get to it. I am going the right way, right? Yeah, I can't open those doors again, so maybe I am on the good path. Good path. Returning to the start. where the two doors
Here
were.
we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Why did I hear a third door? Should I enter a door on the left?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
I thought that I got it.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed.
Wait, there's no downstairs.
Every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Ha ha, comedic timing, ha ha ha.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be
something's not right, narrator.
Up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But
yes.
Now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault.
Narrator?
I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
I mean, I don't think so, but we could.
That will help me improve my...
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this.
I love it. I'm
no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Do we have another one? Narrator? So is that it? Did I officially end it?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean? I'm gonna try to do the office door one where you back out, and then I'm just gonna call it there. I think that I've pretty much covered everything there is to cover. Now, if you guys know of any endings that I might have not gotten, oh my god, the timing on this. Nail it. Oh, I can't go through that one either now. Okay. Back down I go. So, this supposedly unlocks a new ending at the very beginning. There's two ways to get to it, I believe. You can go through the skip button, and then you can go through this. However, I believe that the whole skip button scenario changes if you do this first. And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember how to get back to the actual skip button scenario itself. But yes, that door that I told you about, it's open now. And, yeah. You are now leaving. We gotta go up the stairs, I guess. It's so weird that the narrator's gone now for this whole segment. But I believe we're supposed to go to the very tip top of this. 756. Seven, 7. Trying to think how high this goes. I don't actually know how high this goes. I know the ending's there, but I never saw anything on it, so we're kind of experiencing this one together. 159. Okay, escape pod launch bay. I don't know why I got that mixed up. Am I supposed to go this way? There it is. Here we are. Bucket. It was an honor. It was nice knowing you, Bucket. Oh no, my camera has stopped recording. It's alright. It's alright, Stanley. It had to be done. Are we stepping in here with it? It's beautiful. Yep, here we are. The bucket's officially gone.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, right here's how you get to it. We might as well just go collect it.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Figlies?
What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
Honestly, Figlies is a pretty cool name.
I'm sure it will come to me.
Kind of reminds me of Ripley's, believe it or not. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go back this way now. Did I just discover a new ending? I think I did.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed.
What? There's been somebody.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording?
It could have been.
It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Oh, I love that. I never knew this was here.
To me, this is all your fault.
It is. It is all my fault. So curious, though. I thought that I had all the endings down. I just go back to work. So, does this reset every time? No. It's different. It's actually different. So there's got to be a certain amount of... You got to be able to trigger this somehow. I don't know if I want the bucket anymore. But, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave the video off here. I probably am missing another ending. I tried to get everyone that I could, and for the most part I did. If you haven't seen the previous videos, they're on the channel. You should definitely check those out because I tried to explore every ending possible, and this is just me wrapping it up, I think. But if you like what you see, hit the like button. You want to see more, definitely just subscribe. Other than that, enjoy the rest of your day, night, whoever and wherever you may be. Leave your comments, suggestions down below. Leave your suggestions and feedback in the comments below, I think is what I meant to say. We're always trying to improve the channel. We have a Discord down below as well if anybody wants to join that. Feel free to subscribe because we're building this up the best we can. If you have any ideas of what other endings I might have missed, please leave them in Discord or down below. And I guess, yeah, I'll try to check them out. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your day.